Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, those things we did not get to during the course of the show today. Before we get on to me proving that I was right, which is always fun, we need to thank Katie Mel coming through with Christmas.
Katie
Mel,
thank you.
Thank you. She sent us really nice cards, and she's always great. She sends us cards every Christmas and gifts, so thank you very much. She did Starbucks gift cards. That's really nice.
And just says, it did say... No peeking. Do not open until Christmas.
Oops.
We did peek.
I know, but we have to. Yeah,
because we're not going to be around.
Exactly.
We're not going to be around on Christmas to say thank you.
I can't not. Don't send it to me early then.
It's right there.
Come on. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm only human.
Yeah, he's got no willpower.
But it's also from Zoe Marie the dog too, which is nice.
Oh, thank you,
Zoe.
Zoe.
Thank you.
So Katie Marie, thank you.
Woof,
You're the
woof,
best.
woof.
All right. So, why was Wally right? Betty hates this.
Is it it? Is this the poll? Did we put up a poll?
Oh,
based on?
Yes.
Is that what
we
this
did.
is?
Okay.
We did.
Is that what we're going to talk about?
We are.
Okay.
We are.
Well, do you
How-
want the result? Did you see the results?
I did not see the results.
Okay, so I
you
did-
could be bragging.
They were
about.
online.
Yeah.
So
Why do you think you were winning?
I don't care about
if
the
you...
poll. I'm right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The poll is determines
Please
rightness.
prove your point, sir.
My point is that when you finally found the scoop inside of the, well, first of all, let me back up. Betty Rock went to the witch doctor and got this powder to cleanse herself of all the toxins in her body.
Oh.
Detoxify.
Is that what this is
It's this
about?
black powder, disgusting, tastes like rubber, and she put almost a full plastic spoonful in a drink. I still commend you for getting that down. I cannot believe your resolve to get that down. But she kept saying, no, it's not that much, and this is what it should be. I'm like, no, that is way too much. That thing has 106 servings. You probably just took about 12 of it.
I don't remember it that
Yes.
way. What I remember it is reading, hearing the doctor's orders, reading the instructions, and doing what it said. Now, did I
You did not do what it
Now,
said.
did I do a little bit more than what was asked? Yes.
You overdosed.
But what I did was I wanted to kill 3 days in one day.
You definitely
And that's
did.
exactly what I did. So really, who is right?
Me, because she
No.
later found a scoop buried in there in the chalky goodness.
Scoop,
and it was
there it
this
is.
tiny little scoop. And then she put that in, and it's like, oh, well, that wasn't too bad. Actually, that wasn't bad at all.
It was
that
very
was
doable.
100% doable. So I figured she's on this path, and she's going to be healthy by today. And apparently, you're off this track already.
Well, because it was making my tender tummy hurt. I think. I'm not
Join the
sure.
club.
I just realized that my stomach just seems to be cramping ever since I did that, and so I
you
just
had
didn't like how
1,000
it.
servings.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't like how it felt, so I have been giving myself a break, and
Okay.
I think I deserve that break. That it is my
Sure.
call
Absolutely.
as a grown up adult to
Yeah,
make
absolutely.
choices that are right for me
It's her
and not
body.
be judged for. That's right. It's my body.
Now, Gavin did offer to take it off your hands, though.
Yes. Well, I said.
Somebody was going to pay for it.
Well, you shouldn't have to.
This is the whole thing. Is that there was one time
Sorry.
2 years ago you went through this little I want smoothies phase, and you had a bunch of those little packets of
Yeah.
things, and then you're like, well, I'm not really going to do this because
Yeah.
you're kind of a quitter when it comes to that.
Yes.
And so
That's true, that's
you were
true.
like, oh, I was like, I'll take those off of your hand, and you gave them to me for a discounted per
Yes.
the normal price, which
Yes.
at that point, smoothies, I was okay with that because
Sure.
they're good and I like that company.
And Betty Rock she can squeeze blood out of a nickel.
That's also true.
She will. She
You are
if you're ever
so-
asking for if you ever buy anything from her on Facebook Marketplace, you're not getting a deal. You're getting what it is, and that's it. And there's no negotiation, no ifs, ands, or buts. You want to buy something from me? I'm going to throw in everything.
Yeah,
you know? We're just
like,
wired
oh,
different.
you want to marry my daughter? Fine, I'll just give her away. Like that's what I don't understand. I am a hardworking single woman.
Yes.
that I have to do what I can
You're
to look
single.
out for myself.
Yeah.
and make sure that all the money that I spend
But
and use are responsible.
This one wasn't a responsible purchase on your part per se. If you don't follow
use
through,
it,
if
right.
you
I don't
follow
follow
through
through,
and
yeah,
do
yeah.
all this, but after one time, if you did it one time and
I'm just
twice,
saying that
twice,
I think
you did
my
it twice.
I think my tummy was cramping because I overachieved.
Yeah.
Okay.
It could have been.
And
You
so
overdosed.
yes. And so I think I'm going to start back up probably on Monday, but I'm going to do the thing from the scoop from the bucket.
Yeah,
that it came
absolutely.
in.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
doable.
Just the right way to do, because you did it one time with grape juice with the little scoop, and
Yeah.
you said you couldn't
And it
taste
really,
much.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wally tasted it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even known it was
Yeah.
in there.
So I would, but again, if you go through this and you're like, I know I'm not going to do this, and
Yeah.
again, because I thought this was a weird purchase,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like
I'm
offer
gonna
to
flush
give
it
you
down the toilet
money. See,
before
I hope you don't
I
do
do
that. I hope you just
Like,
help a
you
brother
should,
out.
If you're not going to do it, if you piece out on it, you
Yes.
should give it to Gavin.
I will, because I don't want it to be wasted.
Yes.
Okay,
but I
good.
won't,
That's nice.
But for
Yeah.
$0.
Yes.
Mm.
For
Yes, yes,
for like
yes.
a high five
Yes.
or a hug.
For a breakfast?
No, it should just be free if you're
I did
not
that
going to use it
today.
anyway. Oh, today was a disaster.
Yeah, we can tell
Gavin
that.
went to go get breakfast today, and he was so kind. He was like, hey, I'll get breakfast today. I really want coffee. So we made the mistake of trusting our Dunkin' Donuts.
Never again.
The one
Like,
I think
2
we should-
minutes from
We
here.
are
Is it
done. We are
one
done.
strike?
Once bitten, twice shy. Oh,
No,
Fool me once,
Fool me
shame
once.
on me.
Yeah, fool me twice.
Shame on you. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Well-
Fool me third time, don't get fooled again. To quote George W. Bush.
So we are on our third hit, okay? This is the third time. I think it's the third
It's at
time
least
we
the
have
third
put
strike.
an order in, and it says on the app that they're open. Gavin shows up, pulls into the parking lot. No lights are on.
Closed.
Doors are closed.
It's about the worst
no one has
sight I
shown
can see.
up
There's
for
no
their
police
shift.
tape. Because if there's police tape, you go, oh, what happened?
That's understandable.
Understandable. You
should take a
close.
pass.
If
Back
there was
away
like
slowly.
a murder, you should close for an hour. You know?
but to take our money, and now I'm going to have to do some recon and get my money back.
And it's not easy. Like you did it for me once because Betty has my credit cards on all of her
Oh, yeah.
accounts,
Yeah,
and
makes it easier.
she did it for me once, but it still took them 3 weeks or
Yes.
something like that.
Ugh.
So she has to get her money back, but then he had to go to
Ultimately-
another Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, and ultimately what it comes down to is whoever that manager is of that Dunkin', they need to figure things out because
Or they shouldn't be the manager. Like
No.
something's wrong.
It was interesting because what I heard, because I walked into this other Dunkin' and I'm like, hey, this is what happened. And the guy who I told that to, big rolled his eyes, said that Dunkin', again,
Yeah.
like we already know, is the worst.
Yeah.
And he mentioned at one point the last two managers just walking out and not coming back.
Oh,
So,
okay.
you know, obviously,
that's
like
a problem.
either
Maybe it happened again.
Well, either that place is terrible for someone to work at, or you're just hiring the wrong people.
Right.
Which that's on you at that
Yeah,
point.
because there are two other Dunkins around here. They're just a little bit further
and
away.
they're good. Like,
But they seem to be able to manage.
yeah, I don't understand this one here.
Well, that was the case. I ran into one person while I was waiting for my food who said she was going to just order at that Dunkin', but realized they were like,
Closed for no
and so
reason.
she had to drive all the way here. And she had placed a mobile order before driving,
Oh.
so she was smart in that
Yeah.
regard for the pivot, the way she pivoted, because we had already placed our order.
Right.
We can't do anything about
Yeah.
that, and they wouldn't honor the screenshot that I had of, hey, we spent our money. Can you just give this to us?
Of
'Cause you're
course.
all Dunkin'.
And I know, but they're all independently owned.
So that's
And that's why I was telling Betty. She was telling you, and I'm like, he can try, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because they're independently owned, and so then they can get frustrated by it. But then it ultimately doesn't change anything until they just shut that store down. And it's just so bad.
We're not supporting them anymore.
No, we can't. I mean, you can't take the chance if they're not going to get it right.
They're not
it's-
open for us to support them.
It's so nice and close, but it's like, I'm sorry. We've gone above and beyond.
Yes.
To try, and again, at some point, if you're repeating the definition of Einstein's definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome.
Yeah.
And that's us.
I would like to switch topics and go back to the potty group. If you're not part of our potties, just go to facebook.com/groups/Wally Show Potties, and you can join. That's where we keep in close contact with the potties, the people that listen to our Aftercast and podcast. And so, according to yesterday's discussion, Wally was like, oh my gosh, I should write a parody song called Here Comes Menopause.
Oh,
Set to
yeah,
the
yeah,
tune
yeah.
of
I
Here
haven't
Comes
seen
Santa
this.
Claus.
Yeah, Here
okay?
Comes Santa Claus.
And I said that is a bad idea
Yes.
because I think a lot of women will be offended. Also,
Sure.
too, you don't want to get on the tail end of those hormones
Sure.
that are working against you as
Sure.
well as anyone else you come in contact with.
For sure.
So you said, well, ask the potties. I did. I asked the potties. I did a poll. I said, after listening to today's Aftercast, vote for what you think should be done. The 2 votes for do Here Comes Menopause or don't do Here Comes
And
Menopause.
this wasn't specifically Betty does.
Right,
Or
it's
Betty,
just
'cause
in
that was,
general.
that
No,
was
no,
part
yeah.
of the conversation as well.
It's okay.
So it turns out that it's 82% versus 18% in your favor, Wally.
I
Okay?
knew it.
But
And I knew potties would come through, yes.
But in the comments section,
Yes.
The people who took time to
yes,
say something.
we have Nancy and Heather who both said you should do it, but only do it for the Aftercast. So don't do it for the show.
Interesting, because Aftercast people do understand this.
Also, Nancy and Heather are both women, and I think they would understand their own sex. Like, you shouldn't do this on the show, but you could do it for the Aftercast.
Maybe.
Because you do have people who, again, like we have, people who consistently listen to the show throughout the day at whatever time they listen.
Yeah.
But if you truly were, for the first time in your life, listening to Way FM, and you're like, oh, Christian radio station, I love this, I love this great Christian Christmas song, and now a guy's singing about menopause,
Here
then
comes
I can
menopause.
understand.
Here comes menopause.
I can understand.
And so
And
I
the funny
think-
thing is I don't care about that.
I know you
because
don't.
I want them to know what they're getting right out of the gate.
But I think there are other ways you can show your edgy side.
Sure.
Beyond that, and I think that's a good compromise. You can do it just on the Aftercast.
I will take that under advisement. That is good.
Because you truly, if you're the one who writes it and you're the one who performs it, then I think it's, again, up to you. I think if you wanted Betty to perform it, which was slightly the idea, then
I'm only doing it for the Aftercast.
You have control over that.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's interesting. Would you like to write it?
No. I'm not having any ownership in this. Nothing. Because I don't think it's a good idea.
I started writing another parody song that will be for the show. It was almost Christmas time.
Is it okay to be on the show?
There I stood in a Buc-ee's line.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a Christmas shoes, but with your onesie. Your Buc-ee's onesie.
My Buc-ee onesie.
Yeah, so I'm working on that.
It's a Christmas miracle.
So I'm going to work on that this weekend to hopefully have that next week.
Love it already. Love it.
Yeah, so that's going to take priority, and then maybe I'll do the menopause one, but this one's going to take priority. So
that's going to have to happen next week.
Right, yeah. I mean, we have a busy week next week. It's going to be like
But he will make time for Here Comes
Menopause. Here comes menopause. Right down I'm on fire lane. I don't know.
Real quick, speaking of like everything having to happen next week.
Right down hot flash lane.
Oh,
See, there it goes. There it goes. It works.
Yeah, that's just also a pre-warning that we are going to be out for a little while here at the end of the year. So enjoy us while you can.
All right. Here's one story we didn't get to today. McDonald's is doing something creative. They're going with a new strategy called Cosmics. COSMCs. So McDonald's Cosmics. They're trying to
drink.
Well, it's kind of like a coffee and afternoon snack kind of thing. They're trying to compete with Dunkin and Starbucks and everything like that, with people getting coffee and snacks all day long. But they said the idea is so much bigger with the variety of drinks they're going to serve that they won't have it in a regular McDonald's. They're going to open freestanding places for this coffee.
This is once again another change that McDonald's is making, because this is the second time you've brought them up, I think this week, that they were going to try and make some better changes to their burgers and stuff. Like, read the room, McDonald's. Look at your audience. Your audience isn't there to get class.
Right.
They're there to get nasty food that they enjoy.
Yumminess.
But it's not necessarily, this one at least, this decision doesn't feel too out of the ballpark of just like, hey, come get some stuff, because we've already on this Aftercast complained about another
Dunkin
place, and I'm not gonna lie, McDonald's may not always have the highest quality of anything per se.
At least they
but
show
they
up.
will always be open.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I can rely on Cosmics, whatever.
It's a weird name. Like, I get what they're going for. I guess it had something to do with some character that they had. It was named after the space alien character that McDonald's introduced in the 1980s. But they'll also serve pretzel bites and egg McMuffins and snacks and stuff too. So think of it like a kiosk, almost like a small McDonald's, like type thing where you can get little snacks and coffee.
Maybe drive-through-y type places.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys seen Scooters or there's like these like almost shotgun style houses, but they're restaurants where it's just plainly a drive-through.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Speaking as the one that I think is the biggest McDonald's lover here, would you be in favor of this?
I don't drink McDonald's coffee. And
true.
I don't drink Dunkin' coffee, but they keep leaving you hanging.
I know, but I don't seek McDonald's out for coffee. So I would have to try it, and it would have to be pretty great. Because I don't see the need for it personally. Like, if I want coffee, I'm going to go to a coffee place. If I want McDonald's, like if I want a cheap, fast burger, I'm going to McDonald's.
But I think that they could find their niche if they provide tasty coffee drinks for a cheaper price because, like what Gavin was saying earlier when we went to go get Dunkin', his drink was a medium drink and it came to $5.
Yeah.
And then, like, you go to Starbucks, that's crazy expensive, too.
Oh, I bought Starbucks while we were at Disney. You think Starbucks is normally expensive? We were at Disney at Hollywood Studios, and they have a Starbucks in it. Oh, there's new level for a couple drinks.
What's a small drink?
A small drink cost? Oh, I don't know. I got the grandes, so
much
the
was that?
medium, and it was $20-something bucks. Yeah.
I've had
For one?
I've had it at Starbucks in New York City. That was one thing I remember getting Starbucks in New York City, just the city itself, and that rose the price by $4 or $5.
Like my Dunkin' order with all the extra shots and everything I put in it is still only $4.85 for the large. But my medium, if I get a medium that's kind of close to that at Starbucks, it's close to $8 to $7 something. Yeah.
So
it's not good.
If McDonald's comes in clutch with,
you say it's not good. It's just that it's coffee and Dunkin',
like they
it's
can't
candy.
make it the way I like it.
Yeah.
They can't get it to where the way I like it. I keep trying, but I have never figured out the code. You cracked the code for me on this other one.
What was the name, Gavin, you came up with?
Oh, yeah.
because your normal thing
Is
with
the
all of its
Beast.
6 numbers is the Beast, and this one just a tier below.
Yeah.
Which is funny because this is. I actually thought that this was almost worse than the Beast in terms of the math because you had a medium and it was 5 per. Which if you're getting a medium, if you do the math, you probably should have done 3.
Oh, you
per.
did 5 per?
No, that's what was on the thing.
I put it in.
She put it in.
You're the best. It's supposed to be 4.
So it was
4. Thank you, Rock. It was so good today.
I think per liquid, ounce. It's probably more sugar than normal.
With
but
the medium, I typically do 4 pumps of everything.
I think we call it the Wanna Beast.
I like that.
The Wannabes.
I like that name, and I like that you did 5.
I'm going to next time get you decaf.
I will
extra
try it.
Ice
I will try it.
And 3 pumps of everything.
I said I will try it. It will still have to be the way that we make it, the 4 pumps and everything like that, because I'm trying to get off of the large, because my heart races with this stuff. But I'll do it on a day when I'm buying, like Gavin was buying today, and I don't want to. Because if I don't like it, I'm going to throw it out, and I wanted to get a regular and a decaffeinated one so I could do an A/B comparison.
Oh, so you
and
get
then
both.
I've got a backup. Yeah, I would get both because then that way I got a backup.
And if you don't like,
got a backup.
I do.
If you like the decaf, would you just put the other one in the fridge, or would you let someone else have it?
You
might
don't
drink 'em
need a
both.
backup.
Yeah.
No, you don't need a backup.
I'm interested to taste, but it's kind of like if I was gonna buy an Impossible Burger or like Whopper for the first time, I'm also gonna be at least where I can. If I'm taking it to go, I'm getting a regular Whopper too.
Yeah, but the thing is that your coffee, you're like saying decaf or caffeinated, you can't even tell the difference.
I don't think that's true.
Because it's not coffee. That's candy.
But I still think there's a different taste with the decaf.
You
I
don't
think.
know.
I could be wrong. I've had decaf coffee by itself, and I don't like it. And so,
well, yeah, but you don't like caffeinated coffee by itself.
Yeah, so but it tastes different. It's got a weird aftertaste. But if maybe with all the stuff I put in, it might be fine. And I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try it. We're all.
Well, we talked
making
about it
stuff
this
together.
morning, and you were like, "I'm not ready yet."
Well, yeah, because it was just getting one. I'm not getting one because I know I'm not going to like it, and so then I would have been
You need an
out.
intervention.
I know. Then I would have been totally hosed. Lady Rock, what do you got?
The popular aim for most Christmas songs are to spread holiday cheer, but some miss the bar, and some by quite a lot. I found an updated list of the worst Christmas songs of all time.
Oh, I like this. Can I say, too, I love your mixed metaphors. Like some miss the bar would be some miss the mark, but then some raise the bar or lower the bar. You mix metaphors.
And you're welcome.
And I think it is one of the most endearing things about you, and I absolutely love it.
Okay,
But I just want to point it out.
So according to this playlist, I pulled the audio of the top 3 worst songs, but I
Okay.
also pulled a song that was lower on the list, but it is now one of my favorites because it is bad.
Okay.
John Denver's Please Daddy, Don't Get Drunk on Christmas.
John Denver wrote this song?
Well, I don't know if he wrote it,
Or
but
he
he sang
played it?
it.
Oh, no.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas.
Oh, man. It's just
I
sad.
don't want to see my mama cry.
Oh, that's God! With that little falsetto-y, high, whiny voice, that's sad, man.
I mean, but who wrote that? Or maybe he wrote
And who
that
thought that was a good idea?
Yeah, exactly. It missed the mark, or it missed the bar.
I get country songs that tell a story, and I love story songs. Love them to death. And I can handle songs about, breaking up and stealing trucks or whatever, like your dogs. I can handle all that in country. But please don't get drunk and make that mama cry. That's a country song.
Who thought
that's a good idea? Yeah, that's
John
horrible.
Denver did.
I guess.
It's definitely not one of those that he was known for. Okay, so coming in at number 3 was one I hadn't heard before. This was one by the Weather Girls.
I remember the Weather Girls.
And it's called... You do?
Yeah.
Were they big?
I wouldn't say big. They weren't the Spice Girls, but yeah, they weren't older.
Okay. Well, they're called the Weather Girls, and the song is called Dear Santa, Bring Me a Man This Christmas.
Oh, nice.
It's getting late, so send him here. I don't think I can make it through another year.
Is that
Come on, Santa, come through. Bring me a man.
Is that a woman?
Yeah.
This Christmas.
It's kind of like Gloria Gaynor, 70s. What is that song I'm thinking of? It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Oh,
Amen.
there were some harmonies there. Well, that snuck up on us.
Good job, guys.
Number 2 is a classic, Elmo and Patsy with Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
This is not a bad song. This is a great
Walking
song.
home from
I love
our
this
house
one.
Christmas Eve.
It's a staple,
Yeah, but it's
You
about
can say there's
roadkill.
no
It's
such
about
thing as Santa.
murder.
but she's okay.
No, she didn't. She died.
What, in the song?
He said, as for me and Grandpa, we believe. And
Yeah.
he speaks about Grandma in the past tense.
Grandma
No.
got run over
That's
by a
from
reindeer.
there's a movie, though.
Yeah,
Grandma's
coming
alive
home
in the
from
end.
our
She's at the
house
North Pole.
Christmas Eve.
Being taken care of by Santa and the elves.
Yeah.
They
she's
don't
okay.
mention that in the...
Yeah, I don't think she
Not
dies.
in that
song.
line.
Yeah, I don't think she dies. That'd be really sad.
Yeah.
Grandma's done dead by a reindeer. No,
I don't know. Anyway, coming in at number 1, no surprise, Wally will disagree. It's Christmas Shoes by New Song.
Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please.
We had Leo, the guy who wrote this song, on to sing Gavin's parody song of this song where Mama doesn't die and meet Jesus. She just needs to get back to work because the house is all just in like shambles. And he did a good job. Like, I really loved that. And so we posted that on our socials. Did we have a keyword? Shoe, right? It was shoe singular.
Yes,
So
shoe.
if you missed it and you want to see it, just text the word shoe to 91979.
If that doesn't work, try plural. Shoes.
I think you told me the opposite.
Did
thi-
I don't
wait.
remember.
Oh, or maybe you said shoes with an S. I don't remember. But one of those two things will work. So
Let me
text
look for,
footwear.
don't try that.
Text famous footwear.
Yeah.
Okay, shoes is Christmas shoes makes you cry. Well, here. No, it is plural. Shoes.
Okay, shoes. Okay, I was wrong. So there you go.
Shoes.
You heard it here
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Wally is wrong.
See how easy that was? I was wrong. Yeah, I made a mistake.
You know,
Text
though,
shoe just to see if it shows up too. Because I don't.
'cause you
wanna-
have to
'cause
be
I, Yeah,
right.
because I don't want to really be wrong.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm
I
texting
think it would speak
it.
more to like you covered all your bait.
No, shoe
Oh.
is change a kid's life by packing a shoebox with Operation
Oh,
Christmas
wow.
Child.
well, both all good things to do. So
But
there you go.
shoes will get you the new
Okay,
song.
You can text
Okay,
both.
though I would like to point out that number 1 is from a child's perspective. Okay, the Christmas shoes.
Yes.
His mom is passing, and he's out at a department store because he thinks that's a great idea because his mom didn't teach him right theology that it doesn't matter about your footwear when you meet Jesus.
Well, no.
The Bible does say honor
No.
your mother and father. He's trying to honor.
Well, he's trying
Okay,
to love her
but
via
I
shoe.
think, and I could be wrong,
You
that
are.
I think John Denver's "Please, Daddy, Don't Get Drunk on Christmas." That's also from a child's
Yes.
perspective. That's honoring a mother and a father, and he's there at the home.
Stretch.
I would say
Stretch.
that I'm not listening to. I mean, I'm not listening to either. If I'm going to choose one that I think is, I'm not listening to either for the sake of good, wholesome Christmas
I don't know. But
messaging.
"Please, Daddy, Don't Get Drunk" is just, it sounds so
That's just because it makes you laugh.
backwoods.
Autobiographical.
Oh, that was
so
good.
good. All right, you
That
got
was
some
good.
birthdays for us?
You know, I do. Give me a minute because I pulled them up and now they're gone.
Okay, well, this happens a lot.
When you X out of a tab.
You know, that was my bad.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot. I have
know.
to carry the
That's very
weight
true.
of a lot
I
of
know.
things
a
around
lot of
here.
weight in this room.
I do know that.
What's your favorite birthday? Okay, here we go.
You got something?
Sydney.
Sydney, we've been waiting for yours.
Sydney wants to wish her mom, Ray Lynn, a happy birthday.
that's a cool-
Said, my mom is a longtime listener and fan of the Wally Show.
Nice.
It's become a part of her daily routine because she can always rely on Wally for a smile or laugh.
Stop it. Stop it, Raylene. Thank you so much. You are the best.
Raylyn?
Raylyn. You're cooler than
Wow.
Raylene, actually. I say it Raylene. That's just it's just a thing that's an inside joke she and I have.
Okay.
Yeah. So happy
Ashley is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday, Ashley.
Ashley. Happy birthday.
Ashley.
Loves cats, animation, my family, and learning whatever new hobby catches my interest.
I do like that. Like that's kind of what I do. I like yesterday. Zach, who used to work on the show, has this new program that can do some stuff for us for socials. And so I wanted to learn a little bit of it. And then I started doing 2 projects, and I was bouncing back and forth between the 2 projects, working on it all afternoon and learning and just learning and learning and learning. And like to the point where my wife, I told her we were going to do this or do this. And I'm like, I'm still kind of stuck in this real quick. And I kept going. And then next thing I know, it's like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, I know. It didn't go over well. So
Boundaries.
don't have them.
Okay, Ashley has a question. Besides cake, what is your favorite birthday treat?
Mine is a pie. It's my Cheerio cream cheese pie that my wife...
Cheerio cream.
Cheese pie, yeah.
Cheerio cream
Not
cheese
Cheerio?
pie.
Cheerio cream cheese pie.
Cheerios?
Cherry.
Cherry.
So,
So
it
you
is still
put-
cherry.
It's
Cherries.
a pie,
Yeah.
but you put cherries in it and
On
cream
the top, and it's like a
cheese.
cheesecake.
Cream cheese in the middle?
Yeah, it's like a cheesecake kind of thing. It's really good. That's my favorite,
Okay.
hands down.
Gavin, do you have
Super
one?
cool. I would go with. We've always done. Usually, I go out for like Mexican food on mine. So just queso.
Oh,
That's
really?
just,
Just queso.
dude, I am I'm a man of queso.
You just made Chewy's sound so good today.
Oh my goodness! Some
And
some
why my wife doesn't
jalapeno
love
dip.
me enough to go to Chewy's, I will never know.
You know, you can get it to go. Like if you order it and
Yeah.
they just bring it straight to your car.
I
It's
might
great.
have to.
I've done
Yeah.
it before.
I love me some Chewy's.
That jalapeno dip.
Yeah.
That's good.
We almost went to Cane's yesterday.
Oh,
But it was
So
gonna. It
good.
was in
you went
Nashville.
all the way up
I
there
didn't like it.
yesterday.
That's where she was for her doctor's appointment. So we were all the way up there, and it was 2 miles from where we were, and it said it was going to take 18 minutes to get there because of traffic. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's what we
Get out of
we're
town.
like,
Just
nope,
get out of there.
nope. And it still took me an hour to get back home last night. 'cause
They
of
have
traffic.
they have a pretty raunchy.
Raunchy?
Raunchy the right
I
word?
feel like it's not a good word.
It's not the right word.
I'm not going to use it.
It's not what you're seeking.
Okay.
They have a pretty what?
They pretty. Oh man.
Gross?
Pretty bad.
Bad?
I don't know why I said that. A pretty bad. They have a pretty bad drive-through line still.
Oh, yeah.
They have not
Yeah,
figured out. Chick-fil-A's got a perfect system.
It's not
down
efficient.
where it goes down. They don't have as much space in
Yep.
their parking lot, and so you've got all this chaos going on.
You have to park near the end
You do.
because their line backs all the way up and it blocks you in.
I park down
Yeah,
next to another
down
restaurant
lower.
that says not to park here.
Yeah.
Like this is for
Adults.
whatever adults.
Yeah.
But I park there because what are they going to do?
Right. How do
don't
they
have
know where
security.
you're
They don't
eating?
have security.
Right.
I don't think it's worth the wait. I went with my parents not that long ago to get Gavin's birthday present, and I was just like, they don't like it.
I was just going to get bread. I was just eating Texas
The
toast.
bread was good.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. I didn't care about the fries
Bread
or the
was
chicken.
good.
I just wanted a Coke and their bread. That's all I was going to eat. That was my dinner.
I still love.
That was literally going to be my
That
dinner.
is so
I
bad.
still love their chicken. To me is delicious.
Yeah.
I still think that it's good. I go love their coleslaw, but you guys aren't coleslaw
No.
people. The toast, hands down, best thing. I love cane sauce.
Yeah.
I think their sweet tea is the best sweet tea. But again, you have a different
I do.
parameter
a different
for.
barometer. Yeah.
Then we
uh,
ended up at stupid Chick-fil-A. And I
Your
wasn't,
favorite.
yeah,
So
and I wasn't
boring.
gonna eat anything. I'm not really that hungry. I was just gonna do bread and the thing there, and nothing really sounded good at Chick-fil-A. And then I ended up getting like 8 nuggets, like dadgummit, and fries and a Coke. Like
So you pretty much ate there.
I did, yeah.
What?
I wasn't gonna get anything. I was like, Marty was hungry. I'm like, okay, we'll get you something, and then I ended up eating a full dinner. Like dadgummit,
Yum.
yeah. Ah, they
So-
have my number.
Let's talk about weekend plans. Weekend plans. Everybody's got a weekend plans.
I'm gonna be creating stuff this weekend. for my daughter's Christmas because she always gets a special Christmas present.
Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah. She likes charcuterie boards. She really I don't know,
yeah.
and she's not really very charcuterie.
They're very trendy online these days.
Yeah, and she really likes them, and so I am doing one in the shape of a Mickey head for her.
So good.
And
Cute.
I've got the.
You might as well make 2 because Marty will see it and want one.
She probably will. And then her favorite color is lavender, and so I got a purple dye to go in the epoxy because I'm doing it wood and epoxy on top of it, so it'll be this purple Mickey head, so you can use it as a cutting board or whatever. So because I've made her stuff out of wood all the time, like when I made her whole bedroom set, a coffee thing, and so this one I'm doing is epoxy, and it looks pretty cool. So
That's pretty cool.
so that's what I got to work on, and then I got to work on that parody song.
Menopause.
And I'm going to work on the other one first.
Oh, the Buc-ee's one.
He'll do both.
And then we might go to this German town in Alabama. There's this Christmas German town kind of thing, and they have a German market or whatever, and it's near Huntsville, I think. And so if the weather's good, we're going to go down there for the day, I think, and then maybe dinner
Kindle
with some
market?
friends. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Marty knows where it is. I'm just she'll point me in the right direction.
Just get in the car and go.
That's pretty much it. Lady Rock.
Tonight I have no plans. I'm super stoked about it. I think I've been watching the Squid Games challenge on Netflix, and I didn't think I'd really be into it. It roped me in, and I haven't watched the final episode, so I'm going to see who the winner is tonight.
That always feels good.
I've got my predictions. I think it's going to be but we'll see.
Okay.
I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm also going to do some laundry. Boy, do I have laundry.
Yeah,
I
big weekend. How are you
I
gonna
got
get
a
this
lot
all
of
done?
laundry to do, right? I got to take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then tomorrow, I think the boys will probably get me up early. I'm coming, though, to not be too angry about it like I once was, because I know that I can run my errands before everybody gets out, which is so. I sound my age now, or I sound older than my age.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to get up and get out before the whole crowd is out there,
especially at this time of year.
And, and 2, I know I can come back home and I can take a nap because they usually take a midday nap. So I need to go to get some more things to add to my Christmas shopping list. So I need to go to Walmart and Target. I'm going to do those things and wrap something.
Like you're waiting at the shuttle stop at the old folks' home to get out to get to Walmart before things get too crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it.
You enjoyed
totally
your
get it.
oatmeal this morning. And
Yeah, exactly. And drink my Benefiber, whatever that's called.
How many
Your
pills
black
did you
drink.
take this morning?
Yeah.
And then Sunday we're supposed to wear our ugly Christmas sweaters to church, so that'll be fun.
That is fun. That kind of stuff's fun. All right, Gavin.
We are going to Evansville, Indiana, just to hang out with some of our friends.
That's only 3 hours.
Y'all
though, right?
2.5.
Y'all.
They are our best friends.
No, that's great. I'm just saying that one day, I think you'll look back and you'll be like, "Wow."
Oh yeah, 100%.
But do it while you can.
Oh, yeah,
You
it's
don't have
still-
any. What are you going to do about the dogs?
Oh, dog sitter.
Oh,
We just have a college girl from church come and watch them. They love her. It's really simple,
money
really
for her.
easy.
Mhm.
We have given her a lot this year.
Oh yeah,
We
dogs
will-
are expensive. Yeah,
It's still, I mean, we pay her a lot less than paying $80 per dog per night at a place, so it still works out well.
The girls that watch our cat, because Betty Rock was always so kind and did it for a lot of years for us, and then I kind of use Betty when I have no other option now, because then it's a pain because she lives 20 minutes north of us and stuff, and so the girls that watch our cats, they're great, and they come in and they take care of her. And then this last time they didn't take their money that we left them, and we're like, why? And they're like, oh, our mom told us not to. No, we're paying you. You're doing a thing. But they're family friends, and so their mom was like, no, don't take their money. It's like, no, we want them to, you know. But so Betty always took the money.
Oh yeah.
It's
If
two
he
sides.
doesn't leave it, I'm asking where is it.
Venmo me now, or Sasha gets it.
I'm not going in.
She
I
got
will not.
a kitchen knife to the
Like,
poor cat's
"There's
neck.
You owe interest on your lack of payment.
I'm taking the tail. I'm going to send you a tail in a box.
I'll take the cone off.
Wow.
Oh, all right. Well, that's going to have to do it for your
Wait,
Aftercast. What?
can John Denver take us out?
Oh, sure.
Such a bad song.
Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas. I don't want to see my mama cry.
If you ever were curious what Christmas sounds like at Betty's house, you just heard it.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.